want to get into some core issues here. One is tribalism. I'll make this short. Tribalism's been an issue forever. That's why it's called tribalism. But in America, it's been very obvious since, I would say, since Obama. I think that's a lot of again, I would say like a legacy level. And then a lot of it's unconscious, I bet. Like it's not even conscious, but there's an unconscious level of like institutional racism that, there was a disruption to pass that torch, which I'm sure my generation will have something too. But so you had that. Then you got the monopolies of big tech. The big tech with Google. Google was already monopoly, but after Obama is when they started. They were already funding, but that's when they, from 2008 is when Facebook started, roughly 2005, 2008, and so that's when social media really accelerated. And when it accelerated, it created monopolies in the industry that were all politically aligned left. So you had a political big tech monopoly that advanced over time. The other one is viewership bias. So viewership bias, everyone wants to click, everyone wants to click. Even I'm hoping this gets 100 views, but we need reliable information. We need more logic and less emotions. And humans are emotional beings. That's actually one of the things I learned in therapy. I did go to therapy for a year. I went for some trauma, that specific trauma that I knew I had to deal with. But one of the things I learned is psychologically, we're all still like pretty much monkeys. Like we're not monkeys, but we're caveman. Like we haven't evolved as much as we think. So, we want clicks, we want it fast, we want it now. And that just goes into millennial and Gen Z culture. And so I want to call out my generation and a little bit of the generation below me, but especially mine. A lot of this is because of the companies wouldn't do this and have evolved this way. Intelligence is different. I'll give it credit. Agencies, it's a little, under the table. But on the table, we created this by needing clicks all the time, by wanting everything fast, by wanting an enemy, by wanting to be a part of the community, by when it's us versus them, by our own selfishness as far as what's even the right word, like needing leisure, I guess, or spoil. I don't know, but like how we can get almost anything at any time now. That level of access, I think, and like the radicalization of needing those clicks, needing everything fast, and the culture itself. I mean, the culture, and I guess a part of it's because of the technology, but a lot of my culture, I would say, created that we would be ignorant as a generation to not say we helped fan the flames of this radicalization to this point. So